So I'm in the ER. I had a nightmare, like somebody was trying to kill me. So I kind of woke up out of my sleep. I couldn't breathe, and I was lying there for a minute, and then my left arm went numb. So you know what they say about that. It's a symptom of a stroke or whatever. So I took my pressure. It was ridiculous, like 170 or 119, something stupid, ridiculous. So I sat there and debated for a while if I want to come to the hospital or not. Because, I don't feel like being here. But they took my blood, they took my pressure. Did an EKG. And they said they just did a chest x-ray. And they said that they're going to do it again in 2 hours. Like I should get the results in 40 minutes, 45 minutes. And then they're going to do it again in 2 hours. The doctor already said that she's going to recommend that I get admitted. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Anyway. I'm under so much stress. The divorce, these court dates, the injunction. I'm tired. My husband bringing police to my house. He has done it 3 times. One of those 3 times, he came with them at 4 a.m., banging on my door, frightening me out of my sleep. So, of course I can't sleep, because I'm always thinking that something's coming to attack me, something's coming to get me, something's happening. I'm under a lot of stress. I have anxiety, and I never had these things. I'm not even a dramatic person, but it's happening to me. Anyway, let me try to take a nap. So February was when I was in the hospital, because remember Valentine's Day weekend is when he went to Jamaica, then came back, and then came to my house with the police again. But that was the night he ended up getting served, right? Okay, so the next morning is when I had the nightmare that somebody was coming to get me. So I ended up going to the hospital. So sometime in March, I remembered oh yeah, there was a police report that was supposed to had been written, right? So let me try to request it. I requested it, and it arrived. Maybe give it a couple weeks. I have it here. I'm only gonna go to the last part, because the last part is what really was. I still cannot believe it. That night, he was served. Remember? You guys saw the part where the police officer kind of snapped on him and was like, "What are you doing?" Basically saying that he's lying, and that she already asked him if he wanted to press charges and all kind of stuff. It just, remember, it didn't fly, because he was making stuff up, and it just, I don't know what he was trying to do. But I'm gonna read this police report is 4 pages. But I'm going to read the part that's important to me on what this man still tried to do after he was already served. And okay, so Mr. contacted 911 at 1:50 a.m. Mind you, he probably left my house at 10 o'clock that night. So at 1:50 a.m. on February 16, 2026, to inquire about his ability to file a report regarding the incident he initially reported on November 27, 2025, Thanksgiving. I informed Mr. that I had drafted a report documenting the incident he refused to report on November 27, 2025. I attempted to further investigate the incident. However, Mr. could not tell me a date of the incident. That's because he was lying, or, not telling the truth. Whatever. This is why he couldn't give her the details of the incident because there was no such incident. Let me go back. Mr. could not tell me the date of the incident. He stated that the threat was made at the house. He stated that he was covering for her being me, during his initial questioning on November 27th, Thanksgiving. Mr. then began discussing the agreement he made with Miss to pay the mortgage to help with the green card. Let me repeat that because this is important. Mr. then began discussing the agreement he made with Mrs. me to pay the mortgage to help with the green card. I informed Mr. that I was not an attorney and that he needed to contact an attorney for advice. I provided all case numbers for reference. So the officer who wrote this report, she put all the case numbers in there. And then she said she provided the court's link so he could search for his file. And he was also made aware of his next court date on April 17th, 2026. This is, I whited out obviously, but this is the report. Look at this. Look in black and white. Look in black and white. How are you going to tell police that we have an agreement? Mr. Blank then began discussing the agreement he made with Miss to pay the mortgage to help with the green card. That doesn't even make sense, right? And why would you be telling police that you and I have an agreement? It's in black and white. Mind you, this man has... Let me be quiet. He's hurting himself. He's hurting himself. So it's April 17th. It's April 17th, 2026. I'm on my way to court. Today is restraining order court, injunction court. I guess they're gonna see if the temporary restraining order that the judge granted, if she wants to make it permanent, if she wants to make it a year, whatever she wants to do with that. We also had court on Monday the 13th, but that was via Zoom. This man was, mind you, the Zoom court had dozens of people on there, like, I don't know, maybe 30 people on there. And when they called our name, I turned my camera on, I would show my face. My husband was on there like, yes, I'm here. Yikes. My husband's like, yes, I'm here. He's like, yes, Your Honor, I love my wife so much. She ignored him. And she was like, literally going nowhere. She's like, we can't proceed because you didn't notarize your answer that you filed, and you didn't produce your financial affidavit. And he was like, yes, I did. And mind you, he probably not even knowing what the lady talking about. He not listening. He too busy trying to be performative in the court on the Zoom, right? So he was like, well, she repeated herself. She was like, no, you filed an answer on March 6th, but it wasn't notarized, and you did not produce your financial affidavit. You didn't file your financial affidavit. He says, can I have some time to do it? She was like, sure. How's 2 weeks? So then she set it for May 4th. So I'm like, oh God, here we go again, stretching, like resetting the date. Like I'm ready for it to be over with, but whatever. Let me let the court do its thing. So she's like, okay, see you guys May 4th. Hear him about, and Your Honor, I love my wife so much. I wouldn't mind if we could work it out, I swear. And she's like, sir, that's very nice of you. Maybe you could talk to her about it. But she looks skeptical. I don't know. So he's calling me, texting me. As soon as we hung up the Zoom call, he's calling me, texting me while we have an active restraining order. So I'm like, what's up with this guy? No respect for the boundaries, right? Legal boundaries at that. Court. So I just got out of restraining order court. He did not show up. The judge the judge just granted it for 3 years. So whatever, that same restraining order court that I just mentioned, that was April 17th, 2026. I went to court. Well, we had court also on April 13th, but that was divorce court. April 17th was the restraining order court. April 13th, he appeared because it was via Zoom. He appeared. April 17th was the restraining order court. They told us to appear in person. He did not show up. Okay? He did not show up. So the judge, she just extended my injunction until April 17th, 2029. She gave 3 years extension on the restraining order. Imagine my surprise. Imagine my surprise when his aunt left me a voice note. I'm going to insert the voice note for you to hear what his aunt said to me. This is why it's important. You know, when people tell you, when they give you advice and they tell you, make sure you know who you're marrying. Make sure you know the family because you're marrying into the family. Listen to how his aunt spoke to me in a voice note.
Yeah, Kimali, make this be the first and the motherfucking last you send